Hello YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you happen to be new here, welcome to the Painted South. So in today's video I have a super fun and easy DIY to share with you. Now if you'd like to do this DIY, you're going to first need one of these pumpkin wreath forms. If you don't already have one, you can find these at the Dollar Tree if they have any, or at Hobby Lobby. I got this one at Hobby Lobby because my Dollar Tree at the time when I bought this several weeks ago did not have any, and so I just went ahead and paid a few extra dollars and got one at Hobby Lobby. One thing I did want to mention that I noticed when I was watching other YouTubers do projects with their pumpkin wreath forms, the ones from the Dollar Tree seemed to be much more pliable. They were able to bend them very easily, and I also saw where they disconnected this top piece here so they could put beads on them and do that look, like that farmhouse look. It came apart very easily. These are very sturdy, the ones from Hobby Lobby, and so depending on what you want to do with your form, if you want a more pliable one and probably a thinner metal, get the ones from Dollar Tree. These are much more sturdy. I was not able to disconnect this to do that bead project because I was going to take this and I was going to put these beads on them. I saw someone else do it and I saw them all over Pinterest. And then I was going to add some stuff to it, but I could not, and my husband couldn't either, get this off without mangling the pumpkin. I mean, you can grind it off or whatever, but just keep that in mind depending on what you want to do with your form. The great news is for the project I have for you today, either one will work just fine. And so today I'm going to show you how to turn one of these into this. Seriously, you guys, isn't this adorable? All you need to do is put on one of your favorite shows or some of your favorite YouTube videos that inspire you to decorate for fall, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. It does involve sewing, but it's very, very easy. If you don't want to sew it, you can use hot glue, but I started with hot glue and I just found that sewing it was the way that I needed to go, and I'll show you why. All right, so now let's get started on this project. And by the way, if you happen to complete a project like this, if you were inspired by this video to make one of your own, please send me a photo through Instagram. I'm at The Painted South. I will leave a link in the description box below. I absolutely love seeing your versions of anything that I create or anything even remotely similar if you were inspired in any way. So please send me a photo. I would love to see it. Okay, to start, you're going to need one of those pumpkin wreath forms. And then you're going to need a wired ribbon in the color of your choice, anything that matches your decor. I happen to already have this beautiful deep orange color from Michaels last year. I do think they have it again this year. Now I'm sure you can use ribbon that is not wired, and you can also use ribbon that is much wider if you want a fuller look. I started by wrapping the ribbon around the wire wreath form and folding it in half so that it was even on both sides. I secured it to the top end of the wreath form using some hot glue. Now, originally, I thought that I could use hot glue for this entire project, but it was just way too messy. And because I really wanted to gather and scrunch the fabric, I decided that I needed to use a needle and thread. And by using the needle and thread, I was able to stitch the ribbon onto the wire and then push it up as I went along to create a ruched effect. I am obviously not a seamstress or anything like that, but this doesn't have to be perfect. You really won't see much of the stitching anyway. It's going to be on the back side, especially if you use matching thread and you gather the ribbon more densely. And so here is how that looks so far. Now, I didn't record the whole process because it did take quite a while and it was so much easier to hold it closer to me and just do it off camera. I ended up getting really low on the orange fabric, so I had to use another color. So I had this one that I just got the other day at Michael's, and it's a really pretty plaid orange and kind of like a light tan. And here is how it looks so far with all of the wire covered except for the stem. I actually like the two different colors. I already have another color scheme in mind that I want to do on my other form. For the stem portion, I just took some jute twine and wrapped it around and around a few times to make it thicker. I also added hot glue here and there just to keep it secured in place. I love how this jute twine looks, but I wanted to dress it up just a bit. I found these gorgeous beads at Michael's. They were on sale when I bought them for $2.99. I bought several styles, but I just love the colors of this one to complement the ribbon. I just thought it needed a touch of elegance to elevate the look. You can certainly add anything you'd like to the top and personalize it however you would like to. I didn't want to clutter this one up too much, so I thought this simple addition would be just enough. To attach the beads to the stem, I went with a 20 gauge bead wire, but you can certainly use floral wire as well. I wrapped the wire around and in between each of the beads and then tucked in any excess on the back so that it wouldn't scratch whatever I decided to hang it on. And speaking of that, if you hang your pumpkin wreath on a mirror, it looks like a whole round pumpkin because it reflects the back side. I hung mine on this thrifted mirror, which I absolutely love, and I think I'm going to move this downstairs to the living room or the foyer. Here it is on the wall just so you can see it without the reflection of the mirror. Now I may dress this up just a bit once I get it into place. The options are endless and there are so many beautiful ribbons and bead options available. I'm already excited to make another one, and if I do, I will certainly share it on our community page and on my Instagram account. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and when you subscribe, make sure you turn on your notification bell and select the option All so you won't miss the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.